What's up, everybody? Welcome to Biockickz 3 Raw TV. So last night I put up a video about Super League, and it was about let me see if I still have it up here. It's about a 14 or 15 minute video of a bunch of footage that I took, and I took it down. And I got the backlash of, Jerry, why did you take the video down? It was really cool, etc. Okay, here's the deal. When I went out there to Super League, I was super pumped, and I just got a bunch of footage, and unbeknownst to me at the time, there was so much going on. I didn't really talk to Jay Jung much about it. But Super League is not just a couple guys who put something on that threw it together and it was like a random thing. It actually is an entity. It's an actual company. It's an actual sport. It's actually a real thing now. And with those things come trademark infringements and liabilities and stuff, just like the NFL, the UFC, the Olympia. You can't just record full hours or whatever of content and just put up whatever the fuck you want. There's liability to it. So you have to get written express permission to do these things from real entities, which is what this is now. So you're going to see little clips that you're allowed to use, like, you know, 10-second clips and stuff overlaid while I'm talking about this stuff right now, which you can use. So you just can't make these full videos without permission. And, you know, Jay, being fair, was like, look, here's the deal. Like, we have to get these written permissions and stuff. And, you know, you can't just put up the stuff like that. We're trying to keep it, you know, it's very professional and do this the right way. And this is the way, you know, we're going to run it here forward. And I was like, oh, cool, I didn't know. So I had to pull the video down, and I'm just kind of remaking this to talk about some of the things that I experienced. Just make it like one of my regular videos and just drop little clips here and there in, which you can do. Like if you go to the Olympia, you can take your phone and do little clips. Even at the WWE, there were people trying to film the WWE the last week when Aaron and I went, and the security was telling them you can't film on their phones. So even Instagram Live, you couldn't go on Instagram Live. You couldn't do Facebook Live. You couldn't do any of these things at WWE last week. And I know like the UFC is the same way, and the NFL, etc. So if you put up something that is a UFC fight on what do you call it, on YouTube, the UFC can actually have it taken down and given your channel a strike. Now Super League is not going to do that. They just hit me up and say, look, if we don't allow other people to do it because we have these rules, we can't allow you to do it. It's not fair to everyone in general, which I respect, and I like that about them, that they wouldn't just be like, well, you can do it because you're our friend. They're like, look, we want to keep this legit, and if nobody can do it, it's not fair for us to let you do it, and I totally agree. So that being said, you'll see the clips here now. So I want to go over a couple things about what happened this weekend that were very, very cool. So all of the athletes, every single fucking athlete had an amazing time. It was cool because I got to be like a fly on the wall and interact with some of them. I knew some of them. I met some of them there. Some of them followed my channel. I spoke to some of them. And there was a, a combination of power bodybuilders, power lifters, people that were, into strongman stuff. You'll see, again, some of the clips up here now. Some amazing athletes. Some that I actually followed on Instagram and didn't know they were competing. And some that just jumped right into it. They did the qualifying round or whatever and jumped right into it. And as of now, right now, there are some big things happening with Super League. And I'm going to have Jay Jung on here again so that he can explain some of it to you. Because now, at first people weren't really sure what to think about it. Now, the buzz is starting. The buzz is starting after they saw some of these athletes and they're like, holy fuck, this is some hardcore fucking shit. So as of right now, let me get the phone so I can tell you exactly what's going on. So the concept is it's a virtual sport. This is where it's gone right now as of, I guess, a little while before it started. But what they want to do is demonetize the sport, which what it means is, they had people available, or that availability for people to come watch it, but it wasn't about drawing people to the event and making them pay. That's not what it was about. It wasn't about ticket sales. It wasn't about money being made off the ticket sales or how many people you go. It's about putting it online in virtual 360 camera streaming so that, let's say, your family couldn't afford to buy a $40 ticket or whatever they cost to go into an event. Some of the WWE tickets are up to $300. But let's say they couldn't afford $20, $30 for 4 or 5 people to go watch the event of your family that want to see it. They can actually log online for free and watch it for free. So they don't even have to leave the comfort of their own home. But if they want to come, they can still buy a ticket and come. But the emphasis is not pushing it on to get people to come see it. It's to watch it online. And here's the biggest thing I think I took from this weekend that I didn't know was actually going to be happening. So let's take just a random country. So let me get, let's say Dubai. This is one of the countries on the list right now. Let's say people in Dubai see this and they go, well, I can do that. Now, they're putting together an actual team. So right now, teams in Miami, New York, Rio de Janeiro, Dubai, and as of this morning, Johannesburg, South Africa, are going to be building these Super League arenas, which are specific machines that are built for Super League that are, you know, adjustable a certain way. They're the actual machines that we had this weekend. And what they'll be able to do is, let's say, you know, it's Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, right? In Brazil, they have a Brazilian team being built right now. And these Brazilians will be down there training to challenge the Americans on the Super League machines real time, but they'll actually stay in Brazil. They won't have to travel. A lot of athletes want to compete, but they can't afford to travel. Well, this allows you to do your sets and reps and everything right there live, and then have the scores put up right there, and the Americans to do it live and have the scores put up right there, and compete against each other live in the Super League exercises during the Super League event in 2 different countries and not have to travel to do it. It's an amazing thing. It's taking a sport that is primarily usually probably seen in person, 2 teams that have to be in the same place, and you would buy a bunch of tickets, which really would limit the amount of people that could do this, because there's a ton of athletes out there that just don't have the money to travel. Traveling is expensive as fuck. And let's say you get up there and you don't win one of the spots that there was cash money or prizes or whatever, like, or you don't get the gold in, you know, powerlifting or whatever it is. You basically feel like you did all that and wasted all that money for nothing because you didn't, you know, you didn't win. Well, if you didn't win, you didn't spend any money. You gave it 100%, you gave it all you got, and you didn't come in first, you came in second, or whatever it is. You didn't spend a ton of money to do it. You went to your local Super League, which may be where you're training at to begin with, and did the competition there. It's an amazing concept. It's a virtual sport. So think about like gaming, all the virtual gamers playing against each other online that you can see, but they're not in the same room, but they're playing the same game, enjoying the game, and having competitions with the game, and they have all these gaming competitions, I guess you would call it, except now they can do it with a sport. And I think it's the first time, I'm pretty sure it's the first time it's ever been done. It is groundbreaking. There's big talks with big things. Like, I mean, it is amazing what is actually popping off right now with this. And I'm interested in a year's time to see where this is at. I think, honestly, my personal opinion, in a year's time, this could be so big, honestly, that people will be talking about it all over the world like it's something that's been around forever. I mean, it is pretty hardcore, the athletes that showed up, like Larry Wheels, Morgan Angst, I can't say his name, Kim Valentine, Dola, Pitbull Torres, I mean, Gracie V, who's from Primeval, was one of my teammates. There was some amazing athletes and amazing shit going on this week, and I had no idea that these people were so strong. Like, there was Ali, you know, he had a great physique, and you'll see the pictures, shots of him. I'll drop in a shot of him right now. He's got a great physique, but he was so fucking strong. I mean, just strong in some of the exercises of just fuck, that I think that Super League is going to showcase superhumans doing things that, you know, the average person is going to go, holy shit, and give the other people that are training like powerlifters, strongmen, bodybuilders, excuse me, who are really strong, the chance to compete in something where they wouldn't have to spend a ton of money to compete.
My man Jerry. Yeah, what's up, brother?
God damn it. So, all in all, the weekend was amazing. I was super pumped to be a part of it.
He's out there in the hot-ass Florida weather.
Fuck, guys. I mean,
what do you think about the, I mean, dude, I am so fucking hot here. Maybe it's because I'm further up north, but what?
Super League has that they're editing and stuff so they can put up for everybody to see. And, you know, better angles and stuff than what I got, and better production, so it looks a lot, excuse me, a lot more professional. Allergies are killing me this morning. And it's going to be interesting, guys. So stay tuned. We're going to have Jay Jung on the channel again soon so we can talk about some of the things that are going on. And it's an exciting time, guys. So biockickz@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. www.biockickz.com is the blog. It's a Super League bicep, even though it's not a super bicep. And we're